Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Stoneblock 2. Today I'm going to be showing you how to breed the different chickens that are available in this mod pack. Stoneblock 2 has a couple different ways to do that, as there are a couple different chicken mods included. Now, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like, but most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button, so that way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Okay. So a couple things we're going to need. First thing we're going to look at is going to be a chicken catcher, which is going to be a feather, a stick, and any chicken egg, regardless of color or type. We need an animal net, which is going to be 3 sticks and 3 string. We'll look at the egg nest, which is 3 hay bales. Look at the nesting pen, which is 7 wood planks and one of the egg nests we just made. We're also going to look at the roost. There's going to be 3 hay bales and 5 wood planks. Chicken breeder, which is also 3 hay bales and 5 wood planks, but has a regular seed in the middle. And then we're also going to be using one of the markets, which is 4 wood planks, 4 wool blocks, any color, and an emerald. Now, the reason we're using the market here is, for my money, it's the easiest way to get a hold of chicken eggs. If you go in here and you click on the Pam's Harvest Craft Market, there are 2, you specifically want to get that one, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on there, and you can scroll left or right. There are different animal mods and mobs that are in there. So you want to click on the one till you get the chicken. For 3 emeralds, you will get that spawn egg. So easiest way to get a hold of some eggs, spawn eggs by far. You can use the baits and things, but I find they take a little bit longer. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the hatchery version of breeding eggs and chickens first. Okay, so I got some egg nests here. I'm going to grab myself an animal net, and I'm going to grab myself some chickens. And I'll grab some seeds for fun. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing we're going to put down is going to be this. We got an egg nest, and we put down a nesting pen. Okay, so these again are part of the hatchery mod pack, right? And I've covered that in Sky Factory 3. Here it works mostly the same with just a couple little differences. Next thing you're going to need is a chicken. Well, that's where we're going to go over to our market and get ourselves spawn egg, and then we're going to drop us down a chicken. Here we go. So there we have our chicken. So the chicken will eventually lay some eggs. Now you can use the animal net, shift right click, go over here and put him inside of your nesting pen. If you do, then the things that the chicken drops, like eggs, manure, feathers, and such, will go into these slots here, and you can pull them out as needed. As you can see, it says next drop, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It's going to take a little bit for this chicken to start making us some eggs. So we're going to go ahead and pull him out of here, set him out of the way. Extra one. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab ourselves some eggs, and we're going to grab some red dye. Now, the reason we're doing that is a lot of the different chickens in Stoneblock can be made in a crafting table. So, for example, we'll go up here and we'll look at the red chicken egg. That's the one I'm about to make. Red chicken egg is just a regular egg surrounded by red dye. You can use the other things, but dye is usually the easiest to get a hold of. You can do that with purple chickens. You can do that with light blue chickens. All the different dye colors can be used to make the chickens. You can also, there are a few other chickens that can be made that way, such as the log chicken, which is literally just an egg surrounded by logs of any wood type. So all the chickens that are buildable of that nature, when you scroll over, it says can't be bred, which means you have to use the recipe to make it. You want to go ahead and make all of those chickens as soon as possible, because you're going to want to start leveling them up. So what do I mean by leveling up? Right. So we're going to get and make ourselves a red chicken. Where's my crafting table? There it is. Our egg in the middle. Go ahead and put some red around there. Now we have a red chicken egg. Right? So when we look at our red chicken egg, as I'm scrolling over it, it says throw it to have a chance to spawn the chicken. Well, you can do that, but if it doesn't, you've got to keep making eggs, and that can get irritating. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to put that egg inside the egg nest. Now, as you can see, it says hatching 0.0%. That number is going to slowly get higher the longer the egg is there. And when it hits 100%, that nest will hatch out a red chicken. It'll be in its baby form, but it's a guaranteed way to get a chicken out of an egg. Does take a little while to do, but it is a guaranteed way to get one, so you don't have to keep throwing eggs. Now, again, it's going to take a little while, so we're going to go ahead and throw some. Get ourselves a red chicken. Red chicken. Come on. There we go. Got a couple of them. Got an extra one. Goodbye. So once you have your little chicken, they pop out in baby form. You can use seeds by right-clicking, feeding them that. And as you can see, the top where it says growing time, how long it's going to take for them to grow. Seeds will drastically drop that down, at least down to the point that you hit 8 to 10 seconds. At that point, that's as far as seeds will help you. You've got to let it go the last few seconds, which isn't too bad overall. Those. And then we are going to go ahead and use our animal net now that he's an adult. And you can see that it says Tier 1. It says Growth 1, Strength 1, and Gain 1. These are this chicken's stats. So basically what this means is the higher the number, the better the chicken is going to produce. So this chicken produces red dye. If I breed this chicken with another 111 or a chicken that has higher numbers, it will then begin dropping eggs of a higher number. So if I breed two 111s together, I might get a 222 or a 232. See what those look like. I've got one right here. So you see that this egg, when I scroll over it, it says growth 2, gain 3, strength 3. So if I breed this with another one of a higher number, it's going to keep producing eggs higher and higher until finally all the numbers reach 10, 10, 10. And that's the goal. If you have a chicken that is a 10, 10, 10, then it's going to drop materials much, much faster than normal. And you have a much higher percentage of getting the primary drop. Or in this one, it's going to be the red dye. So you'll get more red dye and you'll get less manure and feathers and eggs. But a 10, 10, 10 chicken will always make 10, 10, 10 eggs of that type. Now, for breeding purposes, to do that, you're going to have two nesting pens either next to each other, one behind each other, in front of each other, as long as they are adjacent in a straight line, and put another chicken of the red chicken in here, then the two will breed, and eventually one of them will drop an egg that is a higher stats than previously. And you can take that egg out, move it over here, put it in the egg nest, it'll grow. When it pops out, you can then take one of these chickens out, put it in there, match it with the two higher numbers, keep going over and over again until you get your 10, 10, 10. And then once you're finally at the point when these are dropping out stuff you want, you can just start taking out the materials you need as you need them. So that's pretty much the basics of breeding these chickens. So if you breed a red chicken and a white chicken, you might get a pink chicken. There's different combinations. So let's just say we'll click on diamond chicken. To get a diamond chicken, you have to breed a glass chicken and a gold chicken. So you're going to put a glass chicken in here, a gold chicken in here. Eventually, one of those chickens is going to go ahead and pop you out a diamond egg, which you can then go ahead and set in the nest. It'll grow, and then you can start breeding diamond chickens, doing the same thing, leveling them up. Now, in Sky Factory 3, in the tutorials I've done in the past, if you breed two different types of chickens that are 10, 10, 10s together, the new chicken will also be a 10, 10, 10. It does not work that way in Stoneblock 2. Regardless of the levels of the chickens, if you breed two 111s together of different types, like in that example we were just using for a diamond chicken, if I do a 111, if I use a 111 glass chicken and a 111 gold chicken, I'm going to get a 111 diamond chicken. But if I use a 10, 10, 10 glass and a 10, 10, 10 gold, I'm still going to get a 111 diamond chicken. So regardless, once you breed them, you are going to get a 111. Still, it's good to level them up to 10, 10, 10 so you get a higher output of their materials. And so that's how you use this mod here, the Hatchery one. But also included in this pack is a couple of other options. And specifically, there's the Roost mod. Let's pull some of this stuff out that we don't need, replace it with some of the stuff we're going to. This, and some seeds. All right. So in this example, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop this. So we have a chicken breeder and a roost. So for all intents and purposes, a roost works the same way as a nesting pen for storage. If I right-click on it, you'll see that there has a spot for a chicken and 4 slots here. So whereas this one has 5 slots, the chicken can drop all sorts of stuff. Over here, you want to put the chicken inside. Now, you cannot use the net to put the chicken inside like you normally would. It's just not going to work. It's just going to put them outside. That's what you need your chicken catcher for. If you have a chicken catcher, first of all, get rid of one of these extra nets and seeds, and you right-click on a chicken, it makes it the ability to pick it up and put it in your inventory. So I have a little red chicken, and now it says Roost. Now, when I open up here, I can set him in there, and he is going to produce goods just like he did over in the other nest, but in a much more compact way. And while there's less slots here, it's going to give you the primary item instead of all the other little miscellaneous things. So roosts are very, very convenient, comparatively speaking, to the nesting pens, and they're also pretty easy to make. Now, to use the chicken breeder, now that's the same as putting two of these together, where you breed two types of chickens. Now you can do that in just one block. Now it will need fuel, which is seeds. You're going to use a lot of seeds, so you're going to want to have a wheat farm up and running, producing you quite a bit of seeds as much as you can. But then if we go in here and we take our little red chicken, we put him in here, and I put him with another red chicken. As you can see, again, he's a little 1-1-1 chicken. If I put two chickens in here, it's going to produce another chicken. Not an egg, but the specific chicken itself. So we'll grab ourselves one more red chicken. Okay. This one's the 232. There he is. You can't pop him till he's grown. Okay, that's important. You got to grab yourself some seeds. Feed this guy. Get him all the way down to his growth cooldown of 8 seconds. There we go. 8 seconds. And then we're going to bop him with the chicken catcher the same way we did the original red chicken and put them in there together. There we go. Now I've got this guy. So I'm going to go back over here to my breeder. I'm going to put the second chicken in this slot. That's going to close the little red drapes here. Now that lets you know that these two chickens are breeding. And these little heart bars will slowly fill up. And when they get all the way to the end, you will get another red chicken of a higher tier. Because I'm breeding a regular chicken, which has, if it doesn't have a number, that means it's a 1-1-1 with a 2-3-3. I will get another one. Now this is slow, taking a while, but the higher the level you have here, the quicker this will go. And this is another great perk of the breeder. You can put 16 of the same chicken in a slot. So if I have 16 1-1-1s, I can put that here. If I have another 16 1-1-1 or 8 and 8, 5 and 3, any combo, it will make this go faster. So as you're leveling your chickens up and you're getting multiples, you can sometimes put them in the same slot to help speed up this process. But once I get the new chicken of a new level, I'm going to take out the slowest chicken, which is this one, and replace it with the higher number so that it's breeding with the 2-3-3, which will give me a higher number. So the chicken breeder will allow you to breed automatically without having to have two different slots. You don't have to get the eggs out. You don't have to grow them. It's just much faster. You can also breed different colored chickens in there. So again, if I'm going after my diamond chicken, if I have a glass chicken and a gold chicken, and I put a glass chicken here and a gold chicken here, a diamond chicken will pop out. Again, not an egg, but the diamond chicken itself. Guaranteed chicken of a 1-1-1. I can then put that in another breeder. Normally I'm going to want to wait till I get at least two of them, so that way I have two to breed together. Once I have two diamond chickens, I can then put them in a chicken breeder like I'm doing with these red ones and start getting more diamond chickens. So that's how you're going to do that. And again, some of the early chickens, like the ones that you can make, like the log chicken, the blue chicken, things of that nature, you're still going to have to make an egg, grow it at first until at least it hatches, and then when it's an adult, bop it with the chicken catcher. Then you can start using the roost. So any of the craftable eggs, you still have to go through this first process of putting it in a nest. But once it's popped out of there and you have, again, 100% chance, once it pops out, bop it with your chicken stick, put it in a breeder. Once you have a 10-10-10 chicken, and you may want more of those, you can put in here, and you can put a stack of 16 in here as well, which again increases the speed and rate of primary drop. So if you run out of seeds, your nesting pen will then have a little exclamation point on it, letting you know that it has run out of fuel. You'll see that the hearts have stopped at 37.6%. I put that in. It does continue. So if you do happen to run out of seeds before you get back to Phyllis, you don't lose your progress. It just pauses it where it is until you put more seeds in there. So again, as you can see, you're going to need quite a few seeds. And the higher the level of the chickens, the quicker they're going to go through seeds. So while they're producing higher chickens and better goods, it's also going to go through more seeds. So you're going to want to have a lot of those put together. Now, luckily in the roost, you don't have to feed them at all. Just stick your chicken in there and it will produce whatever you'd like. And you can do that with a regular chicken as well. You see I bought just a regular chicken. I put that in here, and that's going to cause it to drop eggs and such. So if I don't want to chase it around and wait on it to drop eggs, you can just use one of these roosts as well to put a regular chicken in, and then you can come in here and grab the eggs as you need them to make the different colored or the craftable eggs, like log chicken. I think sand chicken is one of them, different colored, and so on. But the goal is, of course, to get all the different chickens in the game, of which, as you can see, there are many, but they will produce for you a large amount of really good items. Like this one gives you iron. This one gives you saltpeter, conductive iron, coal chicken, stone burnt chicken. These different chickens will provide you materials that are usually very hard to get or take a long time or are rare. With a couple of really, really special good ones on here. Night slime chicken is great. Manulian, Elementium. But there are some chickens in here that to get that material is normally going to be very, very hard. And probably one of the best examples of that is going to be your Draconium chicken and Awakened Draconium chicken. These are going to produce materials you need if you're going to be working with a couple of the Draconic Evolution mod. This specifically work with those. That is the easiest way to get a hold of those materials. In some ways, the only way. But yeah, definitely recommend working towards getting all of the chickens, because it's going to produce for you a lot of materials that you can't get another way or are incredibly difficult to do. So while we did cover using these nesting pens for breeding and for holding chickens to gather materials, I do recommend using the roost blocks instead. You are going to need these nests still, at least until you get your craftable chickens hatched out. But the roost are by far a better and more convenient way to gather items and breed chickens. So I highly recommend doing that. All right. So that's just kind of a brief once-over of how to do the different chickens in Stoneblock 2. If you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my tutorials, be sure to put those down in the comment section of this video, and I'll do my best to get back with you as soon as I can. As well as if you have any suggestions or recommendations for other tutorials that you'd like to see in Stoneblock 2, I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, OnlydravenGaming.com. There at the bottom of my homepage is a place where you can submit questions, suggestions, or recommendations via email. While you're there, you'll also get links to all my tutorials and videos, so my social media accounts, my streaming schedule, a whole mess of different stuff like that, including the ODG store for cool OnlydravenGaming merchandise if you would be interested. So I do recommend checking out the website. A lot of great stuff there to see. But that is going to do us for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.